Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Daughter of Increase Ministries. My name is NayDenise for those of you who are new to the channel or who just happen to stumble across this video. And I'm the founder and CEO of Daughter of Increase Ministries, that is DOI Ministries. And here on this channel, I hope you guys to increase in your faith and relationship with God and Christ through Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. And I do that by posting twice a week, every Wednesday and Saturday, and occasionally on Tuesday. So if you have not done so already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and to click the bell to stay notified of when I post a new video. And as the title says, this is a Christmas reading vlog. Even though it's after Christmas, it's okay. Christmas for me is all the way up until the 31st. That's how I think about it, so it's all right. And so we're going to be reading 3 books in this video, and we're just going to read them one at a time, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts. And so I'm going to read a couple of chapters on camera, obviously, because it's going to be a little different than my regular reading vlog where I have one book, right? And so I'm going to, let's see. For this book, I'm going to read the first chapter on camera because it's about 20-something pages. So for the books, I'll read a chapter or 2 on camera. I'll go off camera. When I get to the halfway mark, I'll give you guys my thoughts. Go off camera, finish, come back with my final thoughts, and move on to the second book or the third book. And so the first book we're starting off with is Her Cowboy Till Christmas by Jill Kemerer. I'm probably butchering this, and I apologize. It's from Love Inspired. And it says, Can a Christmas time reunion become forever? And so this one says a heartwarming, inspirational romance. So on the back it says, she's only home for the holidays. Can he convince her to stay? The last person rancher Mason Fanning ever expects to see again is the girl who once broke his heart. Brittany Green is in town for Christmas and trying to convince her ailing grandmother, the only maternal figure the widower's little boy has left, to move away. Can Mason show her all she really needs to fulfill her dreams is right here in Wyoming? And I guess it's a Wyoming sweetheart story. I'm not really sure. So, yes. Again, this book came out December 2019. All right, this one actually is personally signed. So I did get the sign from an author. I think I was a part of a launch team for it. This starts with the verse Luke 1:49. It says, "For he that is mighty hath done to me great things, and holy is his name." And so, yeah, we are going to dive in. I'm going to try to get audiobooks for as many of these as I can. So I do have Scribd. I also have Libby. And so we're going to first look on Libby. Because I feel like if I do audiobooks, it'll help me get through them a little quicker. So let's try this. So let me set this up real quick. Let me check on Libby, and then if I can't find it on Libby, I have to re-download Scribd on here. So let's see. This is, I don't even know if these have audiobooks to them. And I just felt like reading these books, so there was like no rhyme or reason. Well, it's on here, but I don't think oh yeah, it is a part of a series. So that is, okay, it's definitely a part of a series. But I doubt that there are any audiobooks. You know, there's no audiobooks for these. Okay, this one does not have an audiobook. Let me check around real quick and come back to you guys while I see if there's any audiobooks, and if not, we'll just start. Alright guys, so only one of these books has an audiobook, so the other 2 will have to be read physically. And so we're going to dive right into reading the first chapter of this, and I'm going to go off camera and read halfway. So let's even see what the halfway mark is in this book. Let's try to figure that out. Let me get the calculator open, because I don't want this to be like an extra long video. So it's 218 pages total. Divided by 2, that's 109. Oh, good. And that's literally at the end of a chapter. Great. That is fantastic. And I'm just grabbing some more. I'm just separating also for the other books so that it's not that much. The other one is 172 pages. So that's at page 86. And these are not like hefty books to read either, so it's not going to be hard to get through these. It shouldn't be, at least. This one is 200 and $244, but this one, that's 122 pages. So yeah, we'll end it here. Okay, so we have these separated to the halfway points. So this one is the first one we're going to be diving into, like I said. And so I'm just going to read chapter 1 on camera so you guys can see me read that, and then we are going to come back after that. So let's read, give you guys my initial thoughts, and then go off to finish up reading. Okay, that took a turn. Yeah, chapter 1 is yeah, so we're introduced to Brittany and what is his name, Mason. At the very beginning, Mason has a 3-year-old son. His wife, I believe that was his wife, has died. She died 3 years ago, and he's still in that grieving stage. I don't think he's fully grieved, and so he's still in the grieving stage. Brittany was his long-term, like long lost fling or something like that. She came back unexpected, but she came back with a twist that was unexpected, that revealed a lot of secrets and lies within his family. And so now he's trying to reconcile with a girl he loved that broke his heart, the revelation and truth that she brought, but also the lies that were told to him for years, and trying to come to terms with all of that on top of still grieving the loss of his wife. And so chapter 1 was just wow. So I'm going to read from chapter 2 up until chapter 8, well, chapter 7, and then come back on camera before I dive into chapter 8. Yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. It's actually quite interesting, and I'm intrigued to see how this second chance romance is going to happen between Brittany and Mason. And I'm interested to see about Ryder. Ryder is a character I can't really explain much about him because it's pivotal to the first chapter. And so we have Ryder, we have Mason, we have Brittany. And no, Ryder is not Brittany's man, not at all. So yeah, interesting so far. I am listening to Cozy Cabin Ambiance in Winter Day. In the cards linked, and it's an 8-hour. Is it 8 hours or 10? It's 8 hours. So I'm listening to that. I'm about to eat on these cheddar jalapenos, goldfish. So I love the jalapeno. What are they? Yeah, the cheddar jalapeno Cheetos. I love those. They're so good, as well as the popcorns. So good. And so I saw that they had this on Amazon Fresh, and I said, why not try that? Oh, that's what I forgot to look for, the popcorn. I might have to go back on Amazon Fresh for the popcorn. But yeah, we're gonna eat some of those and take a box of those out as well. I have my water over here. I'm drinking Core today. You guys know I can do Core, I can do Fiji, I can do Essentia, and any of those alkaline waters I can do. So we're doing Core today. I'm probably gonna drink a ginger ale, finish my coffee from earlier. And so yeah, these are the snacks as I enjoy this day, and my cookies, of course, but we're gonna let my cookies continue thawing out a bit because they are kind of cold. So yeah, I'm gonna come back on camera when I am ready to discuss how I'm feeling at the halfway point. Okay guys, so I got to page 109, which is the end of chapter 7, and it might be a 4-star read. I'm really enjoying it. The romance is interesting. It's a second chance kind of romance. I'm enjoying both Mason and also, what's her name again, Brittany. They definitely have some depth in their character development, in a sense. They both are holding on to things that kind of annoys me to some point. Mason is holding on, you know, to his wife and the memory of her, and he vowed to never love again, blah 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 blah, and that's quite annoying. And then we have Brittany, who's holding on to just some issues, and I don't want to say trauma, but some things that were kind of engraved in her from her mom, and also with just life in general. And so yeah, now the romance that happened with them when they were teens I liked, but what Brittany did piss me off. She was definitely wrong, 100% wrong in that area. But yeah, I'm enjoying it thus far, and I'm excited for Ryder to come back into the scene. There is a particular character in here, I don't know if her name is Babes or Barb. She's annoying me. She is absolutely the most annoying person ever. She reminds me of one of those people that lives in like the town that just runs their mouth and makes up stories and gossips and gossips and gossips, and not gossip in the point of trying to make a person look bad, but just gossips to make a story. Like, we don't like her. But yeah, I'm excited to see the romance bloom again between these two and see what happens when it comes to Ryder and the truth about that. Because now I'm a little skeptical whether it's true or not, and if it's not true, like, I hope it's true, because it would be sad if it's not true, right? And then the stuff with Nan, who is Brittany's grandmother that Mason lives near and has been taken care of, that has been heartbreaking as well. And so yeah, I'm enjoying it thus far. It is 2:20, and so I'm going to read chapter 8 to the end, which is, let's see, chapter 16, but there's also an epilogue, so chapter 8 to 17. And yeah, I'll probably come back on when I get to read the epilogue. So I'm gonna read chapters 8 to 16 now, come back on when I read the epilogue, give my final thoughts, and we'll move on to book number 2. But yeah, so far so good. Okay guys, so I am done, and I'm going with a 4.5 star rating for this book. I can't give it a 4.5 because it's not something memorable for me, but I really enjoyed the life lessons in this book. and how it teaches on how you can only find your identity in God, as well as how to let go, especially when someone dies. You can remember them, but not to hold on to the hurt and the anger and the bitterness of their loss and living in the shadow of their death. So profound, so amazing. The second chance romance was so cute. Loved it. It was clean. I truly enjoyed this, and so this was definitely a 4.5 star rating for me. My review is down below. It's a really short review, so that's down below. So we are going to move on to the next book. It is 2:54, which is great, going on 3 o'clock, so I'm doing pretty good. And we're gonna dive into The Christmas Angel, which is a historical fiction. This is a interesting story. This does come with an audiobook, which is about 3 hours long. If I listen to it on 3 times speed, I can finish it really quickly. And so this cover is cute. It's by Jane Maas, and on the back it says, a charming, heartwarming Christmas tale sure to delight fans of Debbie Macomber and Richard Paul Evans about the power of family tradition and love. In 1875, Owen Thomas, a poor Welsh coal miner, falls in love with the beautiful London actress Jessica Leveray. He enchants her with the promise of the holidays they'll share after they marry. Owen carves her an angel to go on top of their tree, a token more meaningful to her than any engagement ring. When Jessica breaks off their romance, Owen, brokenhearted, brings the angel to America. There, she looks down over 5 generations, witnessing peace and war, triumph and tragedies, reminding all who see her that Christmas is a time when families and sweethearts can come together, laughter and goodwill can lighten even the heaviest burden, and magic fills the earth. This is a story of faith and love, and of the miracle that brought the angel home again. And so, yeah, we're going to dive into this. And I love this because it has little illustrations in this. Like, this is so stinking cute. This book has illustrations. I was captivated just by the illustrations alone. Like, this is like a children's book for adults. We love it. And so, let's see how this goes. There's a prologue. Okay. Alright, so this is weird because it's really not chapters. It's like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5 type things. So technically it's like 5 chapters if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna read prologue and part 1, which is up to page 36 on camera. I have the audiobook, and so we're gonna do that. And then, oh, it's also a movie, so I might watch the movie. Might do that. It's a Hallmark Channel holiday movie. Might do that. Might have a movie vlog for you guys. We'll see. But we're gonna do that. However, I did get a package in the mail from Bethany right after I recorded that book haul, which of course it would come. See, of course it would come now. So the book is, oh, this big. What book is this? Oh, okay. It is The Rose and the Thistle by Laura Frantz. This is a thick book. I did not expect this book to be this big. Oh my gosh. This is over 400 pages, though. She's a tome. It's a historical romance. She thick. Alright. Okay, that book came in the mail. So, yeah, we have that. That'll be in my haul for next quarter, because I'm not doing it. But, yeah. So, what I'm going to do now... Sorry, that was my speaker dying on me. I'm going to... make sure I have everything good to go on Goodreads. Great. Goodreads is awesome. We are going to pull up Scribd. I checked on Libby. It's not available on Libby, at least at my local library. I have 2 library cards, a New York and a New Jersey library card. And so, yeah, we're going to listen to it on Scribd. And on Scribd, it says it's 3 hours and 45 minutes long. It's from Oasis Audio. And the narrator is Tavia Gilbert. And so, obviously, we're not going to listen to it on 1 time speed. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to start it off on 2 times and then bump it up to probably 4 or so. So, yeah, I'm going to go give y'all a montage at this point while I read. Come back with my thoughts after the first chapter or first part. And then go off camera and finish the rest of this book. So let's start with the first montage. All right, so we have read up to page 36. That is part 1 in the prologue. Basically, there are 6 parts to this, technically 5 parts plus a prologue, which would technically be like the prologue in 5 chapters, and so it's only a 5-chapter storybook novel or novella. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it's not giving. First of all, I was confused with the whole writing of the letters and falling in love so quickly. Like, it's the story between Owen and Jessica. Owen is a Welsh miner. Jessica is a beautiful actress from London, and they meet, they fall in love. Owen is like, I'm gonna marry you, blah 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 blah. She's telling him, no, you can't, you know, you're just in love with an actress that I am. He's like, no. He goes back to Welsh. She's like, I'm gonna go back to Welsh, build us a house, and then come back in a year. This man proceeds to go home, built a house for this woman, and they continue to write letters back and forth until she finally invites him back to London to see her perform, and she pretty much denies him of marriage. And so I'm guessing that's where we get the next few stories, part 2 through 5 from. Christmas in Ashland. Yeah, I guess it's Christmas time during a couple of years. Yeah. So you get Christmas time during a few years after that situation. I am not sure how I feel about this. I'm neither here nor there. It's about a 3-star for me right now. The romance was interesting, to say the least. I thought she was going to accept at one point, but then at the end she was like, yeah, I'm not going to accept. By what? So I'm going to continue reading. And I'll come back when I'm done, because there's really nothing else to do after I get to chapter 6. So I'm going to read up until chapter 6. Oh, we're not going to read back at that. Oh, I think I spoiled myself just a little bit. But we're going to keep reading. And I'll come back at the end with my final rating and thoughts of the Christmas angel. But, oh, I can show you guys a little angel that he made for her. And some of the little images throughout the book. So stinking cute. I just love the little doodles throughout the book. It just adds a little bit more to the story, and each of the images like correspond to what's being said on the page. Like on this page they were drinking tea, on this page it was talking about Christmas trees, and Jessica was describing her Christmas tree, and things like that. So I don't think I'm gonna annotate this at all, honestly. I'm not clicking with it. I did mark the first page up as far as like the names of Owen and then also of Jessica, but other than that, I'm not annotating this because I don't feel the need to annotate at all with this. So we're just gonna read this. I'm probably not even gonna watch the movie, so yeah, that's not happening. But I probably will do like movie vlogs of watching Kirk Franklin's movies that he did, so expect those to come. But I'm gonna go finish reading this, listen to the audiobook. It says I have about an hour left because I'm listening to it on 3 times speed, and so I'm gonna listen to the audiobook and not read, because yeah. So the fact that I'm actually just gonna listen to the audiobook, it's automatically gonna be at a 4 stars if I like it. If I don't like it, I'll leave it at 3 stars. So I'll be back with my thoughts. All right, guys, I don't know why this is looking a little crazy, but hopefully that's a little better. Probably not, whatever. Yeah, I finished this. It is currently 4:29, about 4:30. I'm going with 3 stars for this book. 3 stars for this book. I did finish. I listened to the audiobook. It's 6 chapters long, plus the prologue is 7 chapters. I think I said 6 with the prologue, but it's 7 with the prologue. I didn't care. It followed a generation, the different generations of Owen's family, but I didn't care for Owen as a character because he kind of pissed me off at the very beginning of the book. So yeah, I thought the ending was kind of cute with how it ended with like the other Owen character, but overall this, I didn't connect to it. I was disconnected. I didn't care about any of the romances in this, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. Now, however, I think if you are into books that follow generations of a family, if you're into those, you know, those heartbreaking, warm kind of romances, something Christmassy, if you don't mind a historical kind of fiction, if you are into Welsh culture, this might be for you, but for me, it wasn't giving. It didn't hit at all. I felt nothing, as you can see my face. So I'm giving it a 3 stars. Technically it should be a 2-star, but I kind of enjoyed the audiobook a little bit more, so that's why I'm giving it a 3-star. But I felt neither here nor there about this book. And if I feel neither here nor there, a book automatically gets a 3, because it's not bad enough to give it a 2-star, and it's not good enough to get a 4. So I felt nothing reading this book. So that is interesting, to go from a 4.5 to a 3, almost 2-star read. So it is currently 4:31. I'm going to take a break. I'm probably going to come back around 6, because there are some things that I need to catch up on. I need to start setting up my digital planner and things like that, and of that matter. I don't know if I put it in the previous video, but I will not be posting again after you see this video until January 11th, which is a Wednesday. So I am taking 2 weeks off. It should have been a week. It should have already been 2 weeks. But I am posting this week. Clearly I'm posting up these videos. And so I'm going to be taking the first full week of January. I'm not posting, and then up until Wednesday I won't be posting. I'll be recording footage and editing to have some content for you guys, but there will be no like post going up until the 11th. So that is how that is gonna go, because I'm behind on quite a few things, and we need to get it together. I honestly was going to wait until the following week to start posting again, but that's way too long for me. I was gonna wait till the 18th, but I don't know, either January 11th or January 14th. So that Wednesday or that Saturday, I'll get back to posting. And if I don't, then I'll start posting it again on the 17th. So either the 11th, the 14th, or the 17th. I'm really not sure. We'll see how I'm feeling after watch night, and how much I can accomplish, because my son goes back to school, I believe, on Tuesday. And so depending on how much I can accomplish, we'll see when I'll get to posting again. But I'm looking at the 11th right now, so we'll see. But I'm gonna take a break until about 6. Sorry about that. My nephew was at the door. Well, somebody was holding my nephew and brought him to the door. But yeah, I'm gonna come back about 6 to read Christmas at Whispering Creek by Miss Barbara and Britton, and I'm super excited. I'm hopeful for this one for sure. Definitely at least a 4-star, hopefully a 5-star. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be using the bookmark for this, and I already have my halfway mark done. So yeah, I'll probably read 2 chapters of this on camera, because 2 chapters go up to page 14. Is there a prologue in this as well? Nope, no prologue. So if I read to chapter 3, how many pages is that? I'll probably read up to chapter 3 in this, so that'll be 25 pages, give you guys my initial thoughts, and then yeah. So when I come back, we'll discuss what this book is about, get to the montage and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm gonna take at least an hour, 2 hours away from reading right now, because yeah, I'm gonna go and come right back around 6 o'clock-ish. I'm gonna go edit the previous video that I just did, so that can already be rendered, and yeah, I'll see you guys shortly. All right guys, so it's a little later than I said. It's after 8. It's 8:30 pretty much, 8:29, 8:30. Yeah, I spent time just playing in my planner, watching YouTube videos. I was setting up my reading journal within my planner and reorganizing my planner, which I'll be having a video coming soon sharing with you guys the language journal and the reading journal that I'll be using that are digital, as well as my planner setup for 2023. Those will be coming in separate videos. But we're now going to get into the Christmas at Whispering Creek by Miss Barbara and Britton. My son is back home, and so if I stop this video multiple times, that's why. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly read the back of it, and then I'm gonna go make me a cup of coffee, and then I didn't even actually eat dinner, but I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry, which means I know that I'm not all right, because I'm not hungry. So I'm going to just make a cup of coffee, eat on some cookies. My cookies should be thawed out by now. Yeah, so on the back it says, all Samantha Williams wants to do is to use her teaching degree to instruct a classroom of 2nd graders. But after breast cancer diagnosis at the age of 23 and a failed reconstruction surgery, Sam finds herself without a job and temporarily living with her parents. This isn't the life Sam expected. When a family friend dies and leaves Sam a house and the land in Whispering Creek, Tennessee, Sam must decide if leaving Wisconsin for Southern living is in her lesson plans. Nashville native Cole Donovan left his family's electrical business to write country music. When Cole's songwriting partner and his girlfriend dumps him for a country music star, Cole abandons Nashville to hole up in Whispering Creek and compose one more song. The last thing Cole expects to find in this sleepy small town is a deceased friend, estate squabbles, and a northern beauty. Will the chaos in Whispering Creek help create a best-selling song for Cole and possibly help him find a lifelong collaborator? And so, yeah, I'm excited to dive into this. So I am going to read the first 3 chapters on camera, which is going to be up to page 25. And then, that is my son. And then I'm going to go off camera and read to the halfway mark, which will be up to chapter 14. And give you guys my thoughts on the halfway point. So let's go make a cup of coffee before we start reading. Alright guys, so I got to page 25 up to chapter 3, and so far interesting. I feel so bad for Sam and what she went through with her ex. He is petty to the max. And then we also get a chapter with Donovan, which I don't really know the details except for what they tell, but it doesn't seem it seems bad, but not as bad as what happened with Sam, right? And so they're basically both newly out of relationships, newly single, and they're both traveling back to Whispering Creek for different reasons, and that's pretty much what happens. So far it seems like it's going to be great. I am loving the writing. As usual, we love the writing that Barbara does. It's like phenomenal. And yeah, I'm going to continue reading to the halfway point, so that is up to chapter 14. And when I get to the end of chapter 14, I'll come back, give you guys my thoughts of the halfway point, and then I'll finish the rest off camera and come back with my final thoughts and my final ratings for all of the books. But I'm gonna go and get some reading done and eat some pizza. I didn't make coffee, but I think after I get to the halfway point, I'll make coffee because I'm eating on some pizza my son bought me. So yeah, I'm gonna go read now. Alright guys, so I'm at the halfway mark. It is currently 9:47, so I'm hoping to finish this by like 10:15, 10:30. I'm flying through it. So I'm at chapter 15 now. So oh my god, so much has happened. So much has happened. So we start off with Sam's like crazy beginning with her ex Carlton. We meet Donovan. They get to Willow Creek. Things ensue. We meet Ernie, and then more things ensue. Things plan out, and then things then again ensue, but for Donovan, which is like mind-blowing. I am loving it. I'm really loving the raw emotions that are being shared, especially when it comes to like their prayer life. Their prayer life is absolutely stunning, and it's not like this massive like life-changing prayer that they're saying, right? But it's the fact that they're being real and raw with their feelings. Like, I have marked up their prayers, and even when they were praying together and they're just friends praying together, I thought it was beautiful. It was just so beautiful to see like them quote scripture and to pray and to give all their feelings. Like, even when Donovan was angry, he was like, listen, you know I'm not happy with you, God. Right after I casually mentioned about, you know, going to church with the girl leaves and blah 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 blah, but like they're real with their feelings. Like, God, this is how I'm feeling, help me get over these feelings, help me move past these emotions so that I can worship you, so that I can honor you. And I love that Barbara did that. Like, so good. The characters are amazing, and the romance is kind of sweet, kind of fast, but considering it's a Christian contemporary, I mean, what do you expect? They typically are quick and fast, and I like that it's like a slow build, even though you know it's a fast attraction. It's a slow build. Sorry guys, it's a slow build for the two of them, so I'm enjoying it. And so I'm going to finish up reading. I am going to finish up with reading this book. Let me see, is there epilogue in here? No. All right, so I'm going to read chapter 15 to 31 off camera and come back with my final thoughts and my final ratings. But right now I'm foreseeing this to be probably a 4.5 star rating, maybe a 5. We'll see how the last portion ends, because I'm really loving it. I'm loving it thus far. So yeah, I'm gonna read the final portion. Like I said, I want to be done by 10:30. It's 9:50 right now, so about 30 minutes. I'm flying through it, so we'll see. I'll be back to end this reading vlog. And with that, it is 10:08 p.m. I am done, and I don't know, I'm gonna go with a 4.5 star rating for this book. It was a very fast-paced read, which I enjoyed. I loved the comedic aspects. I loved the prayer aspects. Ooh, that kind of hurt. I enjoyed the romance, but I expected something else towards the end. Maybe it was just me, but I didn't really get what I wanted at the end per se. But the ending was absolutely cute, of course, and so I thoroughly enjoyed it. And so all three of these are done. We have Her Cowboy Till Christmas by Jill Kemerer, which was a contemporary romance, second chance romance specifically, and I gave it a 4.5 star rating. The Christmas Angel by Maas, it got a 3 star from me. And then we have Christmas at Whispering Creek by Miss Barbara and Britton, which got a 4.5 star rating. So no 5-star read for me, but I think 2 4.5 star reads and a 3-star is still pretty good. And so I enjoyed these. I really enjoyed doing this reading vlog in one day. Like I said, it is Tuesday, December 27th. I have to make sure I'm looking at the date on my tablet. Whew. But yeah, I'm gonna go right now. If you made it to the end of this reading vlog, put up this. I think there's a snowman emoji. If it's not a snowman emoji, then it's a Santa. It's a Mrs. Claus. So it's either a snowman or Mrs. Claus. One of the two. Pop that emoji so that I know that you watched to the end of this reading vlog. Thank you guys for watching, reading, commenting, subscribing. I hope that you all enjoyed your holidays with your family and your friends. I hope the food was good. I hope the laughter was amazing. But I'm finished to go. I'm getting ready to go, and I will see you guys in January for new videos. This is my last video for December, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.